Well, hey there, it's Jen. I'm just popping in for a bit of a bonus for the Small Business Made Simple podcast on this fine day. I wanted to really share with you a chat that I had with Jemimah Ashleigh that was live on Instagram and Facebook just the other day. And full disclosure, Jemimah is a speaker at my social media and marketing conference that I would absolutely love to see you at, that is on in August in Melbourne this year. Jemimah is all around visibility for you as the business owner and for your business. In fact, her business is called the Visibility Lab, and she is all about creating that visibility for you. She's actually coming to the conference on the 29th of August to come and speak about business awards and how that can really amplify your visibility in the marketplace. And when I say your, I mean like you as a human. How can it amplify your visibility and I guess emphasize your expertise, but also that of your business as well. So it's a really interesting conversation. I really wanted to share it with you here. Even if you're like, Jen, I don't think I can get along to the conference, that's okay. Still have a listen to some of the gold Jemimah drops in this chat. Now, like I said, it is a chat that we had on in LinkedIn that went live. So it is a little bit more casual. It is kind of at the start, Jemimah and I catching up, me having some tech issues. It's not my usual. I wouldn't even call it polished. I don't think I'm ever polished. So, but maybe it's not my usual way of starting a podcast, but I really wanted to share it with you. You and I, we know each other. You know, I'm not polished. You know that sometimes tech freaks me out when I'm using a new platform. But I think what Jemimah has to say around visibility, around entering business awards and what it can do for you and for the visibility of your expertise and your business is well worth sharing, despite the fact that I couldn't operate the tech at the same time. Anyway, enjoy this conversation. But again, just know that it's perhaps just not, it starts off a little bit like two friends are chatting, but hey, behind the scenes content, who doesn't want to see that, right? Enjoy my chat with Jemimah. And please, if you can get along to the social media and marketing conference on the 29th of August this year in Melbourne, please come along. You can find all the details and get your tickets on my website at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/conference. And of course, you can get to meet people like Jemimah and hear all her wisdom, especially around visibility for you and your business. Enjoy. Hello.
Hi, how are you? That worked. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it is working. I've never used StreamYard before, so anyone who came on in the first 22 seconds actually learnt how bad I am with some technology. So, but we made it. We're here.
We're here. We're here. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I have no idea how to make it that you and I could chat before I press live. That is something for me to learn between now and the poor next guest.
But future problem for you.
You're such a pro and you're like, I'm ready to go. She's pressed live. I'm here. I'm done. Perfect.
I could see the light on and I was like, it's going to happen any minute now. I was like, maybe it's not today. And I was like, oh, I'm live. I'm excited to be here. It's good to see you. How are you?
I know. It's really good to see you. Yeah, I'm going well. How's your week been?
Oh, mate, I just always something happening, you know. It's the world that we live in where it's
I follow
constant.
you.
Yeah.
No, it's true. You're always here and everywhere.
Yeah, I'm very just like we've got a huge award that's open at the moment, the Australian Small Business Champion, the Professionals Award and the Trades Awards are open. So we're getting smashed with applications for that at the moment. I'm just trying to do all of our clients service the best we can for that. And it's just running a bunch of different webinars and trying to run the Visibility Lab. And somewhere in there sleeping, and I'm about to have you'll genuinely never believe this, my first ever holiday since I started my business where I won't take a laptop with me. I'm just going on vacation for 2 weeks and I cannot.
Holy crap. I'd like to growl at you because I know you've been in business longer than I have, so that deserves being growled at. Where are you going?
Hawaii.
Perfect. Oh my God.
If you have to, you know, if you have to go.
Bummer. Yes.
It's going to be hard. I will take one for the team.
I love that you're not taking your laptop. Please make sure that you don't have a second thought on that and that you're just like, oh, maybe I will. Just don't.
No, Not even. I'm just like, I'm so excited to slam it and be like, good luck to everybody and your awards and business and visibility for the next couple of
Yeah.
weeks. I love you all. I'll see you soon.
Perfect, perfect. And I love that you're doing all these awards because that is one of the things I wanted to chat to you about. So we are going live because you are one of my amazing speakers coming to speak at the 2025 Social Media and Marketing Conference. When I put it together and I'm like, who do I want to speak? I was kind of like going through all the amazing people that I know in my life. And I thought, yeah, I know you and I haven't seen each other in real life for probably a couple of
A
years, but
while.
you were kind of
Yeah.
like, yeah, I need Jem to come and speak
I'm
about
in.
awards. Yes, perfect,
So
perfect.
funny that you thought of me, Jen, because that's what I speak about quite a lot. Visibility,
Yeah.
media, and awards like my favorite things on the planet. So sign me up. Let's go.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, just in case somebody who is watching or watching this on replay doesn't actually know too much about yourself and the fact of your visibility lab and awards and that, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Jemimah Ashleigh. I run a company called the Visibility Lab. And so we specialize in exclusively doing 5 things, helping people with build their personal brand. We want to help them with their social media. We want to help them with getting their message out in media. We want to help build out their sum of 5 people. And the 5th thing that we're talking about today is awards. So I think awards are probably one of the most fundamentally underutilized marketing opportunities that business owners have. I think that it is, I think there's a real mistake to be made that people think it's just about glitter and trophies, and it's absolutely not that. I think that we need to start really having a different discussion about how it's about visibility and its credibility and its third-party validation, and that's a huge part of what we do. So we work with businesses and help them build their awards stuff up. We created the first ever portal, so it has every single awards portal under every award under the sun. That took 18 months of like tears, blood, sweat. There wasn't just blood, sweat. There was just mostly tears. That has every single award and has all the application processes and cheat sheets and everything to help businesses really start to take this seriously.
Yeah, yeah. I find that awards is kind of the biggest pushback I get is people don't want to talk about themselves. They don't want to highlight themselves. It's just like, you're in business, you're amazing, you're so good at what you do.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want somebody to give you that? I don't know, maybe external validation. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like people find it hard to say how good they are.
Yeah, this is something, and Jen, as you know, we've known each other a long time. Neither of us want to admit to that length, but we've known each other a long time, and we've watched each other's businesses grow. And the thing that I would urge people who have been in business for more than a couple of years is understand that this isn't about your ego. This isn't about how good you are. This is a business marketing activity. And it is one, if you aren't utilizing, you are missing out. The amount of money, the amount of I just want to paint a picture for you for a second. The Australian Small Business Champion is the biggest award in Australia. People hear me banging on about this all the time. It's a huge award. It's so big now, they've had to break it up into 4 different awards. Like, to give you an idea of how like hectic this is. It's now they were like, you know, how do we compare a butcher to a hairdresser to a life coach to a tradie? Really hard to do. So like, you know what? Let's actually make multiple awards. And they did it beautifully. There are 1,000 people in that room that are going to hear your name be called out. That are going to, if you win, you walk across the stage. There are over 100 media in every room. You are going to get SEO, visibility, social media posts, not to mention, before that, you get nominated. Before that, you're a finalist. You use that as a marketing tool just to like promote, this is what we've been a finalist for. That's huge. Yeah. From a psychological perspective, no difference between you being a finalist for that and winning. Like, people see finalist and winner and they think the same. They're like, that's amazing. It changes how people make your opinion. Of how they'll purchase from you if you're in, because you're in the arena, like you're playing in the arena, you're getting your ass kicked. There's a lot of respect that comes along with that. And, you know, then you get the photos from the award, and then you get to go and repurpose those for social media and showcase that not only were you kind of brave enough to put your business foot forward, but you were brave enough to take the step of like trying to be one of the best. And like, it only is going to make your business better. The ROI in it for considering a 0 to enter most awards is exceptional. Brilliant. 10 out of 10. And it's just a marketing activity. And I spend a lot of my time going, it's not about you, it's about your business.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I love it is a marketing activity, which is why, unsurprisingly, I want to talk about it at a marketing conference. I know, very crazy, very crazy. So if someone is thinking about coming along, or even the people that have already bought tickets and made my heart sing, what sort of what's the key takeaway that they can get by coming and listening to you talk about awards?
Yeah, the key takeaway, again, just to kind of reiterate what we just spoke about, is that it's not about the glitter and the trophy. It's not about being in the dress. It's all of that. It's about the real power in awards is about the application process and what happens before and after the award. It's around being visible. It's, you know, and awards are a business audit as well. They're actually really good because they're like, they'll ask you about your sustainability. Like, we don't do anything in that. We should. Or, wow.
Well, you do, and you just don't think about it as sustainable. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I have every Australian business has a recycling bin. Legally, you have to. Like, if you don't, ring your council, find out how many bin. But it's the light bulb moment I'm hoping for people is to shift them from this idea that it's like about your ego and about you, and really take them to this is a marketing opportunity, and really showcasing that this is something that should be built into your processes and your strategy. This is actually not about itself. It's not about whether you want to do the award. This is as simple as just, we should be treating this as simple as just doing social media.
Yeah. So, you know, you've built an amazing portal that showcases all the awards, but there is a lot of awards out there. So how many do you think, if someone isn't taking it on as a marketing strategy right now, do you think if they applied for 1 or 2 a year, or what is your, you know, I guess, what is the first step that you think that people should do?
Yeah, my first step's really basic. I will advocate to the end of days for the Australian Small Business Champion. Now, there's a reason I talk about this award so much. It is 27 years old this year, and they have the most thorough application. It's like they were the best. Everyone's replicated it. And it's not going to read exactly the same. Not every question is going to be word for word the same, but the content doesn't change. Jen, there's only so many ways I can ask you, how do you market your business? Or why did you start your company? So we say start there, like start with that application, start with that process, and start to figure out what awards. And there's different varying levels. There's local awards, which is your like Victorian, your state, your council. They're a lot easier to win. Yeah. We don't have a set number. Yeah. We don't have a set number of awards that we recommend. What we do say is the ones that best fit you.
Yeah.
Because some of you guys, there's like 100 awards right now we could give you, and you could have a good chance in. And, you know, it will get to the point of how many places can you actually go. But we on average probably do 5 to 10 for our bigger clients on a regular basis every year. And they're going home with finalists, if not winners.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. I think, you know, the idea is just to start, like you said, for sure.
Yeah. And once you do one, you get more.
Yeah, absolutely, because you get the bug. And also, if you start with that award you mentioned, a lot of the questions you'll be asked from here on in are kind of a version of what you've already answered.
It's like they're the same in different outfits, right? It's like, how do you market your business? What do you do on social media? It's the same question.
Yeah, small business or business at the moment, you would know better just as much as me. It's pretty tough, It's pretty tough out there at the moment for some. Some are thriving, some are not. Some are, you know, finding it a little bit tough with cost of living and things like that. But I guess, you know, I haven't run in-person conference for quite a few years pre-pandemic. So, but I'm excited to do another one. Do you think that, you know, something like spending a day working on your business is important for a business owner in the current climate?
It is actually the most paramount thing that you could be doing. So
I didn't pay for that. Can I just tell everyone, I really didn't pay you to say that.
No, you didn't. I was like, honestly. So this is a conversation that I think I'm having more and more with people, because I'm seeing the cost of living is a problem. I'm not going to say it's not, but it has meant that we're not doubling down on activities we really should be. So don't know if you've noticed this. It's free to use Facebook. It's free to enter most awards. And I think where we have gotten a bit lost, particularly around businesses, is that because of the cost of living, we're trying to scale back on things that are like not immediate ROI. Social media visibility of the stuff is never going to have an immediate ROI. Sometimes it will, but as a rule of thumb, it's never going to have an immediate ROI. I would be 100% doubling down on social media activity right now. To go to a conference like this, just know that everything that has happened, like the rules have really changed of how we're doing business. The closer we get to people to build that know, like, and trust. What is happening now is that the loudest person in the room isn't winning anymore. It's now the most strategic.
Yeah.
And everything you're offering, everything you're offering, every person that's coming to this conference is going to teach you strategy. This is the marketing landscape is moving so fast, but also I know most of the speakers that are coming to this conference. I saw that photo. I was like, oh, mate, this is going to be like you and I catching up with our friends. This is going to be great. Yeah. But this is about real speakers, real tools, no fluff, which I hate fluff, you know that, no filler. It's about, you know, how to double down on this and stop wasting your time with doing other things. This is something I would actually be amplifying and turning up much louder.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. And I also think like I have some amazing speakers coming. In fact, they're all amazing. And I'm so proud that I've managed to, you know, con people into coming to my conference and supporting me and that sort of thing. But I do think still, you know, every conference that I go to, the wisdom sits in the room as well. Like, you know, the speakers are incredible and you will learn what you want to learn and so much. But the person that you sit near, you know, on the same table, or you speak to or something like that, that can also be where the real power is. And I think that's what we've missed in that face-to-face landscape.
I always make a joke whenever we do a conference or like the Visibility Lab, we often run intensives for a couple of, like a day at a time. And one of the things we say is like, you're going to get 50% from me. And then the other like 50% will be from other people. And 50% is probably being generous, probably 20% for me, because it's about being where you are for that time. And the thing is, Jen, people will take what they need from this sort of stuff. They're really going to, they might see a speaker and they'll be like, well, I'll start looking at awards. Like that one tip might make your business $1 million. You don't know because you haven't tried yet. And, you know, and we don't know what's going to happen because, you know, the people who are attending barely even know what's going to happen. I also know that I've got this honor of sitting in the room and listening to these other incredible speakers, and I cannot wait because I'm going to get stuff from that and hearing from other speakers and hearing from other speakers and hearing from the other participants, and something they'll say will help us change our businesses. It'll be incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Who's your dream person to come along to the conference to listen to your chat on awards, but also, you know, just to come along to the conference? Who would you like to see there?
My key person that I would love to chat to, if you gave me that gift, is I would love to chat to female entrepreneurs and female business owners who is doing amazing work, but maybe isn't telling everyone else how amazing she is. I want to speak to the person who's like killing it, but quietly, that no one knows who she is. I want to talk to the person, male or female, that has been told that awards are for bigger brands and not for you. And the people that do feel like they're ready to be seen, but really not sure how to get started. That's the person that I want to sit in the audience for that. I think that the people who are going to be quiet and brilliantly quiet in the background, who are brilliantly killing it, I just think it's time that you made some noise. And our punchline is, I just think it's time you deserve to be seen.
Yeah, hence the word visibility being in your business name. I know, crazy. That's what you would like to do, is give everyone more visibility. Amazing, amazing. This has been brilliant. Thank you so much for making some time to come and do this little live with me. I really want people out there to know, you know, some of the speakers people know, some of the people they might have seen speak, but maybe not for a little while. So I'm like, I just want everybody to have an opportunity to hear, you know, from the speakers themselves, you know, what they'll learn, I guess. And, you know,
and the lineup that you've got is so varied. The thing that I think that I really admired, and again, I'm looking forward to you paying me for all these comments, Jen, but just no, not being paid. The thing that I saw was how many different aspects that you looked at social media or marketing. This isn't, one of the things that I think people think about these kind of conferences is I'm going to go and just learn about Facebook. I mean, someone's going to talk about it, not everyone. And that's the beautiful thing here, that there's so many different aspects that you're bringing into a room that it's, doing marketing differently. Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. I'm very excited. I think that, I do agree. There was a lot of speakers I would have loved to have put on the stage, most certainly. And this is just year one. Watch out for year 2, year 3, year 4. Who knows what it might look like? But for this year, I'm excited for sure. And so excited to talk about awards and amplify that. Hopefully by the end of August, there will still be some great awards, because you will tell people, and they'll be excited. And hopefully they'll be able to walk away, knowing which ones, of course, are still able to apply for, because there is a bit of an award season that happens that we're entering now, but there's still some brilliant ones towards the end of the year as well. So excited for that.
Me too. And trust me, guys, like the years move really fast, and awards for 2026 are already opening. Like we're wrapping up the ones now, and they're like, waitlist for 2026. So this doesn't end, and 450 of them is more than one a day. So you're fine, guys. Like even if it's August, Australian Small Business Champion Women's Award will open, and then the Telstra Business, and off we go. So.
Of course. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today. I really appreciate it. And maybe we might get to see each other before August 29, but otherwise we will definitely see each other there for sure. Now, if you're watching on replay and you're like, how do I get a ticket for this? You need to go to all the W's, social media and marketing.com.au/conference, or just Google Social Media and Marketing Conference Melbourne, and Google has got me coming up on one of the first kind of things. And even I ended up in their overview the other day. I did a little tiny happy dance, to be in that AI overview. I hated it until got me in there.
Like, I have nailed this marketing and SEO thing. And,
for the conference only, but I'll take it. Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. And we'll talk again really soon. Oh, actually, before you go, how can people get in contact with you before the conference? Yeah, tell us your website and where to get in contact.
I'm sorry.
That's so rude. Sorry.
How dare you?
I know.
All of them, so they have to come to the conference. No, unfortunately, running a company called the Visibility Lab just cheats me out a bit. I'm at jemimahashleigh.com, and I'm Jemimah Ashleigh on every platform, so you can go and find me. Yeah, add me on Instagram, Facebook, all of the things. And you can see what we're up to and start to get a handle on some of these awards before, and just make it less scary. It's really not that scary. It does feel a bit scary the first time you do it, but I promise I've got you.
It does. But Jemimah has helped me with many awards. Quite a few years ago, I think the Osmumpreneur Awards and the Small Business Champion Awards just been with us. We did do together. So yes, they were a little bit scary at the start, but not anymore. So
I've also judged an award for you. Forgot about that.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, beautiful. All right. Thank you so much. And we'll touch base again really soon. See ya.
See you guys.